Okay.
Hey everybody, how are you? It's Wednesday, so I'm here to do Wednesday Wisdom. I'm Kathy Nordyke, the owner of Drop the Leash Pet Sitting. My mission is to teach other women how to earn extra income through pet sitting. Today I have a special guest with me. This is Angie Winters, and Angie is the owner of Angie for Dogs. She is a behaviorist, and I'm not going to tell you too much about her because I want her to tell you all about herself. So Angie, you take it away. Give us your background and how you got to where you are today.
Well, it's a kind of a long story, but I'll try to shorten it as much as possible. I actually have always worked in real estate and construction, and that's what I did for money. And I just started rehabilitating dogs and, became obsessed with dog behavior when a couple things happened with my little child and my dog. And there were no answers of, how to have a dog not be afraid of a child or something. So that started my pursuit of it. And I, just basically became obsessed with it and read everything and tried everything and then volunteered. So once you've rehabilitated the worst of the worst cases, say 100 dogs, it picked me. I didn't pick it. So, the real estate pretty much went away. And then I knew that I needed to make these videos and all that stuff happened. So, which was a life change for me. I completely changed my life to do it when I figured out that's what I was supposed to do. Yes. But it's different when you change it to a business rather than just your volunteer. So I had to completely invest in it in order to work it full time. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that story. It sounds like, I love that you said that this profession picked you, not the other way around. And usually when you find your passion, when you find the things that you love, that's exactly how it works. So,
yes, yeah. I
actually Thank you. Sorry, my own dog had to put her 2 cents worth in.
I know. I was thinking that's probably going to happen to me too because I'm training a couple here. So, yeah.
Being a dog owner, right?
Part of the deal. Yes. I had as I was doing this self-study of rehabilitating these dogs and, if something was odd and there was no way to fix it, because just normal dog training doesn't fix it, trick for a treat. I had to figure out the psychological side of it. And so I was getting ill. I actually went through a bad medical challenge for 5 years. And I was actually saved at the last moment. I was bedridden for 6 months, and I had been doing all this work during this time. And I had thought, I need to put this on video or get this recorded so other people can do it, because I was starting to have this system, and it was working. So, but I thought, no, that's too hard. I can't do that. How to capture that, like how to capture real life and show it in real life, and then put it in a form where it could be easy enough that all dog parents could do it. So I had just kind of had thoughts of it, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. It's too hard. And then when I had this near death thing and I was saved overnight, from that moment on, I knew I had to figure out how to do it no matter what. So it's almost like it did pick me. I didn't have a choice. I have to do it. I want to do it, but I have to do it also.
So. That is amazing. I love that you just shared that with us. That's really cool.
Yeah. A big life change. Yeah.
I bet it was. And sometimes that's the way that our passion comes to us, when we start to feel like this isn't something that I want to do, maybe, but this is something that I have to do. It's in my soul. So
right. It was, I'm lucky now in that I know that exactly what my destiny was, or what I was put here for. But I didn't find that out until, much later in life. So now when you have no question of that, it actually is just, I don't know, it's just a better life, because you're able to live what you're trying to do. And so even though it was horrific how it came about, I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be able to do it.
You're literally giving me goosebumps. I know my audience has got to love this story. This is exactly what we're talking about, finding that thing that just sets your soul on fire and learning how to turn it into a business. So you've accomplished that. Amazing.
Yeah, that is two different things. It's one thing to do your passion, but it's another thing to turn it into a business, as you know. Yeah. It's just really hard. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I've been working on it for 18 years. Yes. So it's just, if you just don't give up, it will eventually come together and happen. That's what I believe. And I've seen it repeatedly happen to people.
Well, that's a very encouraging message for me, and I'm sure for everybody who's watching right now. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So the very first time that I met you was in a local, I hesitate, it's a pet supply store, not a pet store where they sell animals. But
Right.
during that meeting, you explained to me the difference between a behaviorist and a dog trainer. Prior to that, I'm going to be honest and tell you that I didn't know the difference. And
Right.
you also gave me a DVD of how to when you have a foster dog or when you have a brand new dog come into your home, how to help them adapt and
Right.
adjust to their new surroundings. And it was invaluable. I used it many, many times.
Good. That was
And then I passed it on to one of the families that adopted a dog from me so that they
awesome.
can learn how to do it too. So tell us about the difference between a dog trainer and an animal behaviorist.
And to your point about the 3-day program, that's the 3 Dog Days program. That's exactly why I was driven to bring this thing to life, which was not easy, was because I know the magic of bringing them in the right way, as you do now, and makes a difference. So it makes a difference in whether you're not leaving it up to chance whether the adoption is successful or not. You're setting it up so it's and that was exactly the point for then you, the foster, to pass it on to the forever home family. So I'm glad you said that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
The difference between a dog behaviorist to me is there is no designation of dog behaviorist. There's animal behaviorist, and that is a degreed thing. It has to do with zoology and everything. That's all animals, right? So I'm specifically focused on, I love all animals and I grew up watching all animals, but I've become focused on dogs. And it's not a correct explanation to say or to describe me as a dog trainer. So a dog behaviorist is closer. I really don't care what people call me as long as they help their dogs, Yeah. So, but the real black and white answer to that is that typical dog training is tricks for treats. Sit, we give you a treat, that has nothing to do with the dog, not understanding not to chase children, understanding how to live in a house. So I'm doing the psychological work with them. Sure, I can teach them to sit and stay. I'll do that in 30 minutes. It has nothing to do. And with them actually knowing how to live with a family and what the rules are and what the structure are, you got to have safety rules. Yes. So I work on fears, aggression, obsession, things like that. I don't do typical dog training, which is, sit, stay, heel to my side. I don't care what their body is doing. I care what their mind is doing. Does that make sense?
That is so good. That is so good. And right now, I personally can think of about 1 million dogs that need your help, including my own.
I know it's an epidemic for sure.
It truly is. And it's gotten worse, I think, since I was a child. I don't know why. You probably have a great explanation for that, but I would say without a doubt that your services are really needed. And I would almost reason to bet that everyone watching right now is thinking, I need to get my hands on this woman's program.
Right.
Tell us. And I love talking to you. I think we could probably spend an hour on here together talking, but I want people to know where to get more information, because I don't want them to go away today thinking, they know only a little bit about you. Tell us where to go if we need your help with our dogs. What's your website? Where can we find you on social media? Direct us.
Okay. I do have a website, angiefordogs.com, which is a number 4. I think most people do find me through that, but more often than not, it's word of mouth. Yeah. And that is why it's so important to spread this information, because the reason why you didn't know the difference and the reason why it's an epidemic is the same as everybody else. There's just not the information out there. There's not correct information. You didn't have a chance to find it. You didn't have a chance for it to work out, because this, sit for a treat is not it. And I don't care how many repetitions you do it. I don't care how many and a lot of dogs aren't even food driven. So in order to find the real help you need to go to angiefordogs.com. And then all my videos are available there. Also free articles. I have a Facebook page. I even help people over email a lot. It's like, I usually only go to the house one time. That's another difference. I usually don't have to go once. I explain the whole thing. We work it. You see the dog. change before your eyes in 5 minutes, and then the people believe it because they've seen it. Oh, now I'll go get the video and watch it. So they think they've tried everything, and they have tried everything that they've probably heard or is available in social media, but they haven't tried this. And this is the real answer. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn when I say this.
No.
I'm doing it to help people and dogs. It
I'm a
is,
witness.
yeah, very difficult to find this information. So I always tell dog parents, just don't feel guilty about it. You didn't know. You're trying everything. You're reaching out for information. So, you have to get past that guilt. And because when they find out and they see my videos, they say, I wish I would have had that earlier. That's the most common thing, because it all makes such common sense. And, it's like ABC, here's what you do, ABC, it translates to every home. So they can do all that through my website. And then also see a lot of things, the current dogs I'm working on the Facebook page, Angie for Dogs Facebook page.
That's fun. Kind of like before and afters.
Yeah, I can do it. Like, I don't record as much as I used to because I spent 12 years recording it and making videos. So I don't do as much of that anymore, but I capture a little bit of before and after, which is, believe it or not, hard for me to get, because I would have to have people just go in and record the dog first when I'm going into a home consult, because within a couple minutes of me stepping in, you can't get the behavior again. It changes that fast, because dogs live in the moment. They can change like that, not like people can't change that like that.
Not as much resistance to change when it comes to a dog. Well, Angie,
Right.
Thank you. Thanks for spending your time with us. Angie is a super busy woman, very successful and intelligent businesswoman, someone that I admire, someone that I highly recommend check out. So go to her website. I will put a link to that in the comments of this video, and also check her out on Facebook. Is it Angie for Dogs on Facebook as well?
Yes, Angie for Dogs. Yep.
The number 4 in there.
Correct.
Angie for Dogs. Great.
Right.
Thank you again. Thanks for watching, everyone. And if you'd like to know more about Drop the Leash Pet Sitting, you can check out pictures on Instagram at Drop the Leash Pet Sitting, or visit my website, droptheleashpetsitting.com. I will see you all next Wednesday. Thanks for watching.